Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the Black Rose herself. Alright, so in my first video, I did an intro to my channel and I basically introduced you guys to myself. I introduced my face to the world and told you a little bit about what my channel was gonna have. So, like any other YouTuber, of course, I'm gonna do a get to know me tag. It's not gonna be like your basic questions. It's gonna be really weird questions that I had my best friends decide on, and they just sent me them, and let's see how this goes. So since I'm filming from my phone right now, I am gonna get the questions from my iPad. So if you see me looking at my iPad, that's what that is. Okay, first question. What is your coffee order? That is such a weird question. That is such a weird question. Okay, when it comes to coffee, as a kid, I probably started drinking coffee around like 7 or 8, which probably stunted my growth a little bit. I'm only 5'1". I'm really tiny. I would drink my coffee with milk and sugar, light and sweet. And as I got older, it just kept getting a little darker. And now I drink black coffee. I've been drinking black coffee for probably like 3 months now. It's actually delicious. I don't know why I ever didn't do it, but it's amazing. And then when I go to Starbucks, right now they have it available. It's the brown sugar shaken oat milk espresso. It is just amazing. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. I get it with regular whole milk instead of oat milk. I'm trying to still get into oat milk, but that's my coffee order. Oh, and then I get vanilla sweet cream cold foam on top. So good. So good. So yeah, that's my coffee order. I don't really go out of that, but if I don't get the shaken espresso drink from Starbucks, I'll just get regular black coffee. Question number 2. What is your favorite sports team? I'm a New Yorker, so I'm gonna always rep my boys. I'm gonna always rep my Yankees. I need to get a Yankee hat. I don't have a Yankee hat. Isn't that bad? I think that's bad. But yeah, my favorite sports team are the Yankees. Ever since I was a little girl, my dad introduced me to baseball, and I've always loved baseball. So I've always been a Yankees fan. I've gone to a lot of their games, a lot of their home games, and I love going to Yankee games. They're fun. They get so fun. And then the unexpected could happen, like a fight could break out or something crazy. So that's always fun to watch. Have you ever failed at anything, and what did you learn? Yes, I have. Like any other human being, I have failed at a lot of things, but I take failures as lessons rather than moments to be disappointed in. I think my biggest failure would be college. Unfortunately, I was super stoked in high school, especially my senior year, to start applying to colleges and to start getting acceptance letters. I do not have a college degree. I wish I did, but I don't. College, I honestly think, isn't for everyone, but that's just my opinion. But I'm not going to get into that. I learned from not fully going through college and graduating that you have to be ready mentally, emotionally, and physically for something as tedious as getting through school, especially if you're going for your bachelor's degree. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of commitment. It is a lot of pushing everything else aside and just focusing on school. And if you're working and going to school, it is a matter of having good time management and just making sure that you have all your priorities in order so you can get through school and you can graduate. Will I go back to college? Will I get my bachelor's degree? I hope so one day, but right now, it's just not for me. Question number 4. How many countries have you traveled to? I live in one, and I have traveled to 2 other countries. I have traveled to Mexico. I've been going to Mexico almost every year. I stopped going every year after high school because then I went into college and started working. But ever since I was 3 months old, I've been traveling to Mexico every summer and spending summers out there with my family. And honestly, Mexico is more home than New York. I love New York. It's always going to be home. But Mexico is such a different world, such a different experience. And it is something that I have such a deep passion for. I always want to go every year. Unfortunately, that can't happen. I didn't get to go last year because of the pandemic. I was literally going to travel to Mexico the week the pandemic started, and then they shut down all the airports and I didn't get to go. And the second country, or well, third country that I've been to is Italy. I went back in 2018. It was actually a surprise for my dad. He bought us tickets and we went, and it was the most magical 5 days I'd ever had. We got to go to Milan, Venice, Lago di Como, Florence. Did I say Venice already? I think I said Venice already. But it was such a beautiful, beautiful experience. Like, if you guys ever get to go to Italy, please take that opportunity to soak in all that rich history and culture. And the food. The food, I can't wait to go back. It was just absolutely amazing. Like, every part of it, even the transportation, like the traveling, the walking, the sights, everything was just beautiful. Do you have any pets? Show them to us. Yes, I do. I have a pit bull, a full-bred pit bull named Roddy. He does not live with me, unfortunately. I wish he did. He is my baby. He is a year with us, but he's 2 years old. And he is the kindest, sweetest, gentle giant you will ever meet. He barks a lot. Like any dog, they bark. So he barks a lot when he doesn't know you, but he's the sweetest thing on the planet. He gives you kisses. He's just very loving, and he's just a great dog to have. Tell us about your family members. I love them. I love my family. I'm not gonna go too much into detail about them because I don't think they want all their business out there, obviously. But I have my parents, my grandparents. I have my sister. I have my nieces and nephews. I have my cousins in Mexico. I have some cousins out here in New Jersey. I have family down in Texas. So we're all over the place. But I love my family to death. I love the Reyes family. I love the Wilson family. I love all of you guys. Do you have any siblings? Yes. I have a little sister. Her name is Hazel. And that's all I'm going to tell you. That little girl is my entire world. I love her with all my heart. What is one thing you wish people knew about you? I think probably the most important thing I would want people to know about me. I'm a dancer. I've been a dancer since I was 3 years old. I've danced ballet, tap, contemporary, jazz, hip hop, modern. But my favorite dance genre is hip hop. I got introduced to hip hop in my freshman year of high school. And then my entire high school career, I just did hip hop. I did some modern and contemporary pieces as well. But my main focus was hip hop. And it opened up a side of me that I didn't know I had. Like, I love to choreograph and I love to rehearse and learn dances, and it has been such a eye-opener to me because everybody has that different outlet in which they express themselves. Some have art, some have singing, some have theater. Mine is dance. And I feel like the body is the most important instrument you can have because you can speak volumes with your body, and dancing is one of the many ways to do it through. What social media are you addicted to? Instagram. I love Instagram. I've had like 4 Instagrams, unfortunately. But yeah, Instagram is probably my favorite. Who is your best friend? Well, my first best friend is my best friend, Sidney. We met in middle school. We met 7th grade. And it was the randomest thing, too, because this one girl that we had as a mutual friend, she actually introduced us. And we just clicked, and we've been best friends ever since. That was, what, 2010? Yeah. So we've been best friends for 11 years. Wow. Oh, my God. And then a year later, I met my best friend, Kayla. And we've been best friends for 10 years. And the 3 of us made our own little group and called it KSM. They are such a big part of my life. They have been there with me through so many tragic moments, so many happy moments, so many life-changing moments, and they are actually the reason why I became a model. They both encouraged me to start that as a career and to pursue it and to just take it head on, and I did. So they are one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing this YouTube channel and why I am a model. So I love you guys, and mwah. And then I have my best friend, Allison. We met back in 2018, I think 2018, 27, yeah, 2018. We worked together at a restaurant as hostesses. And weirdly enough, she lived a block and a half behind me. So she would pick me up for work in the morning, and we would take the train to work together, or she would pick me up from my house to go in for the afternoon shift, and we would always go home together. So I always had a train buddy. And over time, I think within 3 months of knowing each other, we became like this. Like, she is my sister. She is one of my best friends. She is someone I can go to and cry to if I need to. I can do ugly crying with her, and she won't care. So those are my 3 best friends. They mean the world to me. And you guys will definitely be seeing them on this channel. They are going to be part of vlogs that I'm going to do soon. How tall am I? I'm not tall at all. I'm 5'1". I'm tiny. Yeah. What is my favorite drink? Water. Water, black coffee, Sprite, Huel. I love Huel. Huel. Those are my favorite drinks. What are my life goals? To be happy, to be successful, to be able to give my grandparents and my parents what they want, whether it's a big house, a car. I want to be successful. I think that's my biggest life goal, is to be successful and get to the point where I know I made it, and then push myself 10 times even further and know I can do better than what I already have. What is my favorite movie? I have a lot of favorite movies. You can't ask me that. I have a lot of favorite movies. I'll tell you my top 5 movies. That I can do. Frida with Salma Hayek. Selena with Jennifer Lopez. Fast and Furious 7. The last movie that Paul Walker did before he passed. The Devil Wears Prada with Anne Hathaway and Meryl Streep. My father introduced me to that movie. I love that movie so much. Oh my God. And I don't know. I don't know what else. I don't know what else. So, my favorite 4 movies. There you go. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I don't watch YouTubers like that, weirdly enough. But I think right now my favorite YouTuber, her name is Erin, and her YouTube is Erin on Demand. She has definitely been a big help and big part of this process in planning and organizing my life into starting this YouTube channel. She has helped me so much. One of the biggest things that I took away from her as an aspiring entrepreneur is a top 3, which is a list of basically the top 3 things that you need to do for the day, and it will guarantee you get them done. That, I think, is probably one of the best life-saving and organizing tips anyone could have ever given me. So thank you so much for that, Erin. Do you speak any languages, and how well? Sí. Yo hablo en español. Y eso es todo lo que voy a decir. Fun fact, I was actually fluent in Spanish as a baby. That was one of the first languages I ever learned prior to English. I learned English because of school, but because I grew up in a Spanish-speaking household, my first words, I believe, were in Spanish, or I started speaking more Spanish than I did English. So I'm fluent in both, and I'm currently learning Italian. I'm not that good in it, so I'm not even going to try and really do that. I will try this. Ciao, mi chiamo Maison. What is your idea of your dream date? Anything on a beach. Anything on a beach. Put me on a beach with a tequila sunrise and some good pizza, and I'll be happy. Tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't know. I'm epileptic. I have epilepsy. I was diagnosed when I was 7, and it has been one heck of a roller coaster ride. It is scary. It is life-changing, and it definitely takes a toll when you are someone who loves to have fun, and the worst thing that could happen is you have a seizure, and you know, you don't have anyone around you that knows what to do. So I feel like the education of how to help somebody when they're having a seizure is something very important and something that a lot of people should know, especially if you know someone who has epilepsy or if you know someone who has a past of having seizures. It is so helpful to know how to stop them and how to help them and how to aid them until an ambulance gets there. So I think that's really important. So yeah, guys, there's a little bit about myself. You'll eventually learn more as, you know, the videos come on. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Hit that bell button to get notifications on when I post new videos. And in the description box below will be the links to my website, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter account. See you in the next video.